What's going on, guys? So today is going to be another installation video. I had other plans for the day, but then I realized how tedious of a process this is going to be. So I'm making its own video for it. It's going to be doing the blower motor because I'm not replacing it, but I'm taking the blower motor out of my white Integra and putting it in my 4-door one because I want to see if the AC actually works on the DB, because it doesn't have a blower motor in it currently. So I'm going to swap this one in there because I know this one works, and it's actually so I can have one in there, see if it works. I'm going to teach you guys how to do it because I'm learning as I go, and so I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so it's been a couple of hours now, and I have figured that I'm going to try and take the blower motor out of the white Integra and put it into this one to at least see if the air is working on this one, since I took everything for the AC out of that one. Obviously I don't need heat right now because it's starting to get into summer in Arizona, so I'm not going to need heater in that thing till probably like January, so that'll give me plenty of time to get a new blower motor for that. But at least if I get it put in this one, then I can see if the AC works, and if it's not working, what I have to do to get it to work. Alright, so this big white thing right here, this is the blower motor, and to my understanding, to take it out, got to take out the glove box, which is held in by a bunch of screws in here, the kick panel, take off the seatbelt assembly thing, or the seatbelt motor, my bad. So, start with this. Alright, so this is basically just, it's not held in place by anything crazy. Just kinda gotta pull it out of there. So you gotta take this piece off, this box. It's probably hard for you to see it because of the shadow, but the module for the seat belts. So this piece, you gotta take this off, which mine doesn't work anyway, because as you can see I have it unplugged here. So I'm not gonna throw it away, I'm just gonna take it out. And then find the bolts to undo on this thing. There's 2 electrical connectors to it, one of them right here, and then the other one up top behind the glove box. And then the glove box is pretty much just held in by a few screws back in here. Alright, so I got the kick panels off, and I went to take out the metal piece right there. Turns out you have to take the center console out to get to the other 2 screws that hold it in place. So I'm taking that out right now. There's 3 screws on each side and 1 center screw that got the screw here, here, and under the kick panel right here. And same with the other side, and then the one behind the cigarette lighter back there. And then it'll just pull right out. Okay, basically just lifts up just like that. It's easiest if you have the e-brake down so it's out of the way. Alright, so for this kick, for the metal panel right here, you got 2 bolts right up here, and then you have 2 more bolts, one of them down right there, and then one of them you have to have an extension to get in here. Alright, so if you give it just a little bit of a wiggle, it'll come right out. It just like holds on to the top of right up here. But now you can get the rest of the dash bolts out, or I'm sorry, the glove box bolts. Alright, so once you get all the screws out, then I had to reach under the dash and push the glove box out. But now, you just gotta kind of wiggle it out. And it's out. Alright, so now to take the blower motor out, there's gonna be, I think, 1 bolt underneath this piece right here, this bracket. You gotta take that screw off. And then it looks like there's another 10mm bolt back here, that gold one right there holding it in. And then you got this electrical connector up top here. And then I think 1 more down below. Alright, so just in case you guys didn't see it too well on the fisheye lens, this silver bracket was bolted up to this hole right here, and then there's going to be a 10mm bolt right there. And then if you come down under the dash, you're going to have another 10mm bolt bolted to the top of the dash, and then you're going to have one back against the firewall. So it's kind of hard to see because the wire's in the way, but that gold bolt right there, you got to take that one out as well. And then you have to undo this electrical connector right here. So just pull that one right out. As like I said, you got to remove this seatbelt module, so it's just the electrical connectors and like 2 or 3 bolts right around the edge of it. So just pull that off so that way you have room to slide this out. Alright, so my bad, this thing was only held in by 1 10mm bolt, and then this rubber piece right here just slides directly into this little bracket right up here. Alright, so now that you got all the bolts undone, you got the seatbelt module out of the way. Pretty much all you have to do is just wiggle it, and it should slide right out. Now you just got to find a way to get it past all this. Alright, so I got it out of the car and I found there's actually another electrical connector, this one right here. It's kind of tucked on the back side, but there should be like a 4-prong connector running to it. Only thing is on this one, this is the 92 and it's got this connector on it. And under the dash on this one, on this 90, it's only got the connector for the 2-prong and the 4-prong one right here. So I don't know if it's different. I'm gonna have to run and go cross-reference part numbers quick, but at least I got this one out because it's pretty filthy, so it could probably be changed anyway. So yeah, there's definitely a lot to be taken out. All the kick panels and whatnot in the center console, but not a hard task nonetheless. Alright, so that was a pretty simple task nonetheless, so I'm gonna run to O'Reilly's quick, and because I gotta go get a ball joint anyway, so while I'm there I'm gonna have them check the part numbers for the 2 motors and check the images on them and see if they're actually the same. If not, or if they are the same, then this car must be missing part of the harness. So I'm gonna go do that quick and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit and I'll let you know. Alright, so after doing some research, I Google searched this part number because I have no idea what this is for, because like I said, this car only has the 2 connectors and not this 3rd one. So according to Google and Denso's website, this is the servo actuator module relay. And I'm honestly not sure what that's for, but I feel like it has something to do with controlling the vents, which I thought was normally done by a cable. So I don't know, I'm going to just plug this thing in, see if it works, and see if I can't get the air blowing one way or another on there. Alright, bear with me guys, like I said, I'm learning as I go with this too. So that thing is actually for this. This one you can see being a 90, and just the RS model, it didn't have the option for the power one. So this is all cable driven right there by that slider. Unlike here in my 92 LS, which is just buttons. So that clears it up. Now it's just a matter of me trying to figure out how to attach the arm in there to the cable that's under the dash up there. Alright, well, I just figured it out, so you may have already figured it out, but I'm a slow learner apparently. But I took off that little black box right here, that module, and it's electronically driven on that car out there that's overexposed. But this one is a mechanical one, so there's a cable under the dash that basically hooks up to this arm or something like it. And so as you can see, it's open right there and closed right there. Basically just turn this, maybe, and then it closes up top, and it's open on the side right there. So that's just changing the direct, or where the airflow goes. So I'm assuming with it open on the top like this, then this is just like the top vents, because then it's coming through here, which is going through the AC thing, like the black box under the dash, and then hopefully through the vents. So that's all I want. But just in case you didn't know, now you know. Alright, well, it was a pain in the butt, but I got it to get into this, into the other one, so I got it plugged in right there, and down there I got it bolted in with just 1 bolt. So I'm just gonna give the car some power quick and make sure that the fan actually works. So I don't know if you can hear it, but it's definitely blowing. So I consider that a success. Alright, well now I get to start the gruesome journey of putting both dashes back together in both of these cars. So, yep, so now I just got to figure out why the AC compressor isn't working, or at least kicking in, so I'm going to try charging it once I get the axle and stuff changed out, and see if that fixes it. If not, then I got to diagnose it from there, but I at least got the air blowing in this one, so that's good. That was my goal for the day. Okay, got this car all put back together, and I got to do the other one. Okay, and it took a little while, but finally got this dash put together. So everything is good to go now, and then whenever I stumble across another like blower motor box or whatever you want to call it, the big white thing that goes underneath there, I'll throw another one in with a new blower motor. Just so this one has like fresh air to circulate through or whatever, like on cold days. But I got a few months to do that till I got to worry about the heat again. So that one's at least got the blower motor now, so that works. Now I just got to get the AC working on that one. Alright guys, so that's going to be a wrap on this video. If you found it informative, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. I do 3 to 4 videos weekly between the cars, skateboarding, vlogging, whatever else. So until then, I'll see you for the next video.